This presentation is about the first iTrade digital story of trade making the world a better place. The iTrade digital logo on a buyer or seller's website means they trade with trust and transparency with the International Chamber of Commerce URDTT rules, using the global business method with low cost and complexity and assurance of payment. iTrade Digital's first subscriber was Karla Naumann, the owner of 2 mines in Bolivia. She was the first iTrade Digital subscriber and the first iTrade transaction. The transaction was for mineral concentrate from Bolivia to the United States. The mines are located in Bolivia. One is for antimony, and the second is for gold doré, and they're located in the mountains of Bolivia. Mine number 1 is antimony. Antimony is a chemical element, Sb, with atomic number 51. A lustrous gray metal. Antimony compounds have been known since ancient times for medicine, for cosmetics, and for modern times they're used in semiconductor manufacture. Antimony is mined as an ore high in the mountains of Bolivia and other countries. This is a picture of the mining concession contract. The contract was located in rugged terrain, 3,100 meters altitude, with no water, no electricity, no paved roads, no sanitation, prevalent parasites, and she had to fight the cartels, befriending a ghost, all the while appeasing the gods of the mountains. The mining crew consisted of 18 miners and several of their wives. Karla provided good pay and full medical benefits for the families. Base camp was built by the miners of corrugated steel sheets with no insulation. This is a picture of the base camp cafeteria. This is a picture of the crew having breakfast before the first shift. This is a picture of the crew on the first day into the mine shafts. This is a picture of the men enlarging the entrance with air drills. This is the entrance to shaft number 3. Here they're fitting water pipes are being laid into shaft number 2. This is Karla going down the shaft with several miners. The miners are following the vein to the antimony. And here they're inspecting the vein for the next blast. They'll set fuses after drilling holes in the face of the rock with the air drills. And finally, they leave the mine, yell fire in the hole, which is traditional, and do the blast. Then they wash the ore with piped-in mountain water, and they carry out the day's load to base camp. There in base camp, the rocks are sorted from the ore. This is what a product looks like of a high percentage, high-grade antimony ore. The ore is stored in 50-kilogram sacks for the truck to pick up when they have accumulated 4 or 5 metric tons. In addition to mining the ore, they had to fight corruption with the cartels who tried to take over the mine by force with hired thugs. They had to fight the parasites, in this case the botflies that they came from the bush and infected the miners. Karla here is on oxygen in a tent following COVID-19 and high altitude poisoning at the same time. This is a picture of payday for the miners in local currency. Mine number 2 is gold doré. A doré bar is a partially refined gold bar. Doré bars are typically a high gold content alloy. However, they have no uniformity or set standard. Gold doré bars are the result of removing all the non-metal particles out of the gold ore and consolidating the gold into a single chunk. Just a picture of the beauty of the mountains. The new crew now is up to 30 miners. This is a conference of where to build the next base camp. The second base camp is built, again of corrugated steel, no insulation. This is Karla with one of the managers. This is a picture of the excavator that was purchased that just arrived. The new excavator equipment arrives, but it's actually older equipment that is purchased that can be easily fixed and maintained. This is a front end loader for carrying the generators up the mountainside along with the ore. This is a picture showing the road they had to build to the mine concession where the actual mine was. And they had to work 24 hours a day to beat the rains. The roads are a continuous problem because of the rain and the fact they're obviously unpaved. The actual mine was designed on site by the local engineers. This shows a picture of the mine starting to take shape on the hillside, which is running parallel to the river, which is slightly down the valley. These are water pipes being staged for connection. And the water pipes are then connected and bring the water from the higher elevations where they build 3 water towers to catch the rain and the streams. Running water is then piped down the mountainside. This shows the terraces where the separations will actually take place. This is a picture of the terraces as they're built for the water to come down. The local villagers and the local people were very suspicious of Karla and the miners, even though some of the village people were hired in the project. It shows a picture of the sabotage that would take place at night and a picture of the valley that one of the guards took from the night shift while he was guarding. Mine gold is still panned the old-fashioned way from the rivers. Still works. And this is a picture of one of the sluices, which is gold sediment separation equipment, the same system that was used in Greece 3,000 years ago, except that artificial rugs are used instead of fleece. When you link these sluice boxes together, you'll notice the dark carpeting, and then the grading is laid over top. The water and mud is run across this grading and accumulates these small gold particles over time. After the completion of the mine, there was a celebration, and this is Karla, who's playing host and passing out the tequila. Community outreach. These are the local school children getting ready for the graduation that Karla sponsored. And we got a call when everything was completed. And after these pictures represent approximately 2 years worth of work. And she simply said, "I'm not afraid anymore of anything." She has endured a great deal. The mission of iTrade Digital is to enable digital trade for small companies and entrepreneurs globally. We can be reached at member services at itradedigital.com or from our website, itradedigital.com. We invite you to join the digital mission to make the world a better place.